Hi, my name is Rosie Oakes and I'm a fourth-year PhD student in the Geosciences department. My research focuses on ocean acidification, which is the effect that carbon dioxide from the atmosphere has on the chemistry of the ocean. So the carbon dioxide actually dissolves into the water and reacts with it, making carbonic acid. And the result of this is that the concentration of carbonate ions decreases. Now, this is really important for organisms that build their shells from calcium carbonate. It makes it more difficult for them to build their shells. And my research focuses on one group of these organisms called the pteropods, which are little swimming snails that live in the ocean and build their shells from a type of calcium carbonate called aragonite, which is more soluble than that of the ones that mussels might use or oysters in the ocean. In order to survey the pteropods, I'm actually collecting CT scans of them, so it's much like a medical CT scanner. We have the pteropod on a little glass rod, and we take over 1,000 images all the way around the pteropod. Then we can reconstruct that to make a 3D model of it. Then on that I can make measurements of shell thickness and shell volume and see how that varies throughout the ocean. So from the data we can make 3D models which we can then print. 3D printing has been a really cool offshoot of this project, which is something we hadn't really envisaged when we started. So pteropods are really small. They range between 1 and 3 millimeters in size. And so not many people have seen them. I've never seen one just found one on the beach. You probably have walked over them, but they probably just got stuck in your shoes and you got annoyed with them. So the ability to increase the size of these pteropods and allow people to be able to see what they are makes it easier for people to interact with a field of research that they previously wouldn't have been able to interact with. So we have prints of the pteropods and foraminifera, and we actually have a 3D model of a different type of plankton which is even smaller. So the idea is to help undergraduates from Earth and Mineral Sciences really learn more about the plankton in the ocean. The role I think that 3D printing has that's been exemplified by this study is that you can take things that people normally don't have access to, so microscopic things, and you can increase their scale. And so that will allow people to see a lot of different aspects that they may not normally have access to. So maybe things on the cellular level, you could print cells and people can interact with it. And I think actually having an object and being able to think, what does the other side look like? Or I don't understand how this might work. Actually having it in your hand is a really useful way to learn. So I think that could be a positive outcome of the 3D printing moving forward.